All right, I guess let's get some plugs out of the way for these fine folks here at the lounge. Again, thank you so much. Shout out to everybody here. And by that, I mean Coral and Gabe. You guys have been great. But don't forget, again, I know things are weird. If you want some beer, but you're like, I don't want to get out of my house. I don't want to put on pants. Go to loungeboise.com/shop. They deliver growlers, y'all.
Sweet.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
And, of course, the lounge has been a huge supporter of local artists here. It's really hard if you're an entertainer right now because you can't go out and entertain. But you can. You just have to go to the lounge. So support these guys big time. Make sure you go to patreon.com/the lounge. And then another 12-hour stream. Oh, patreon.com/lounge Boise. Probably helps if we say the whole website. And then Friday, July 31st, we have another 12-hour streamathon here. It's another fundraiser from noon to midnight, collaboration with Blue City and Book Events Boise. All right.
Check it out. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
And as always, remember, they're a top-tier buddy hub. So if you don't have a Boise Beer Buddy card, you can buy one here. You can go online and do it. And remember, if you do use Brewnomics as a discount code, 25% off, y'all.
2.5? Are you kidding me?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
That's a lot.
Dan, are you a buddy hub?
I am a buddy hub.
Tell us about that real quick.
We do a discount. It kind of varies a little bit, but it's between 10 and 20% depending. And I'm going to simplify it with Stacy because it's a little too complicated, but she is fantastic, and being a buddy hub is great.
Couldn't agree more.
Has a lot of bennies. Yeah.
Stacy's one of the most badass women in the city as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so Jerry's going to pour us another beer here real fast, but while he's doing that, I was sort of curious. So, Dan, would you like to tell us about how the closures have really affected business and kind of what you're doing to pivot around that?
Yes. So when it happened, it kind of came on a lot faster than I expected. I thought, yeah, it's going to be a big issue, and then it's going to go away really quick like everybody else. And then it turns out the science proves us wrong, right? So, we had quite a hit. We responded quickly by I had to lay off my employees, which is the first time I've ever done that in 10 and a half years, which is sad. But, because of some of the intervention from the government that helped, that was okay by the time we finished it. We pivoted and started doing curbside pickup and delivery, which is really kind of fun because you get to drive out and see where your favorite customers are.
Very cool.
And that was cool. So I went driving around a lot, and so did some of my employees. And a lot of people, Boise is such a cool town, as I was talking about before. People are so great here and so understand the importance of local business so much and what it does to the local economy when you buy inside the state. If you buy things locally, it has a bigger impact on the economy than if you buy from a franchise or a corporate thing. So people really stuck with us. However, we had a significant drop in revenue. It was pretty big, pretty painful. I did get the PPP loan, which helped, but on the other hand, I just kept, I had somebody available all the time to work, and we took all the safety precautions. We're wearing masks, we're wearing gloves, we're requiring customers to wear masks to come in, which I think is appropriate. I don't know why people get so upset about that. It's basic science. If you're going to,
Basic science.
Basic science. So here we are, and so we're doing okay, and it's actually starting to recover. And again, my products are available at Albertsons, Whole Foods, the Boise Co-ops, Larkin Larder up on the bench, and I've got so many people that really took extra steps. There's a friend of mine named Pat Mack who does these great catering and chef cooking events, and he does home delivery of meals, and he kicked that back into action and started offering our products. So I had a lot of people reach out. Boise Brewing reached out. I started working with those guys to do some deliveries through them, and so the community came together and really helped out to try to keep each other afloat, and it made a difference. It's not, at first it was hard, but then we started to kind of gain momentum, and now things are getting back pretty much normal. You just have to have your pretty face covered up when you come in.
Well, it sounds like you've done a lot to kind of help work around the situation that we're in, and looks like just collaborating with small businesses really supported you and others in the situation.
Yeah, and I want to give a lot of credit to Albertsons Marketplaces. We're in the one in Fairview and on Broadway. And they've really stepped up their local presence. They've made a commitment to local during the COVID thing to try to help keep their local suppliers alive, because it is hurting some of my neighbors downtown. The other thing we did was we pulled together everybody on Bannock Block, the wonderful folks at Meriwether Cider, Coiled Wines, Funky Taco, all the clothing stores, Shift, and Marla June's, and we pulled together and we tried to figure out. We came together actually on Memorial Day itself at the winemaker's house, and tried to figure out a solution to try to get the state to let us take parking spaces off Bannock Street and turn them into little mini serving areas for the winery and for Meriwether Cider, because we don't want those guys to go away. We want them to stay viable and healthy during a really tough time, because they have small spaces, so they can't fit a huge amount of people in, and you can't staff a business like that. So if you're out there, buy wine from Coiled, buy cider from Meriwether, and keep those guys rolling through this tough time, because they can't, those kinds of businesses are built on volume, and buy directly from them if you can. If not, do it in the stores. Meriwether's got that incredible spritzer available. Have you guys tried that yet?
I have not.
Oh my goodness. So Gig, who's the main cider maker, they came up with some spritzers that are like 97 calories that will, the raspberry one, it's amazing. But anyway, try them.
Saying it's better than White Claw?
Oh, so I was at my
that's a
cabin
seltzer.
this weekend, and I'm bringing up White Claw. I was at my cabin this weekend, and my, I don't know what's wrong with some young people, but they like White Claw. And not to, diss a national brand that's done way better than anything I've ever done, but
It's okay, you can.
so a bear got on my deck, and it was throwing around my cooler, and it woke me up at 3 a.m. and I went out there and I said, "Take the damn White Claw, leave my cooler alone." And no, I didn't say that, but I did scare him away before I got into the really nice backpack cooler that my nephew had there, full of White Claws, and because that would have been a really pissed off bear once he got into a cooler full of
Ain't
White
no laws when
Claws.
you're drinking the claws.
He'd
Even
have been
for bears.
angry.
Did you just come up with that?
Okay.
So I understand, but I would much rather have a Meriwether spritzer than a White Claw, in which I Whoa.
Oh, sorry. 100%. Sorry, I thought my right hand was my microphone hand, which was a problem for me. Yeah, see,
Okay.
happened. Well, excellent. Yeah, so Jerry's poured us another beer here. Let's see what that's about. What have you poured
Were we
us,
going to
sir?
do that with a session nut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did that go?
This one.
These session nuts are pretty amazing. They've got kind of a honey mustard kind of vibe to them. And I will shake. Shall I shake you some?
Shake it, baby, shake it. And we're gonna.
Like a
This was
Polaroid
one
picture.
recommended by the gentleman at Brewers Haven. He said if you're gonna, there we go. Eat some good nuts, pair it with a good German lager. So that's what we're gonna do. This is a Grevensteiner. A lot of words in German that I can't pronounce.
Sure.
And this
That's,
was done in collaboration with Boise Brewing. So we created this for their tap room, so you'd have a good beer to drink with when you had a good nut to eat with a good beer on a session.
This is beer number 5, baby. And yeah, shout out to those guys. We love Boise Brewing. If you haven't already, go back and listen to that interview. It was a good one. So yeah, this is an old school 19th century unfiltered German lager.
Once
That works.
again, fantastic combination. Like, I'm not usually a huge fan of mustard. It's light on the nuts on this one, and it comes in really well. I do appreciate it here.
The honey mustard, I noticed the beer brings out the sweetness in the nut, and the kind of this nice lingering. There's a little spice in there too, not too much, but just a tiny bit.
If there were a German baseball team, this would be their signature nut and beer pairing.
There probably is a German baseball team. We should find them out.
They're probably. I don't know if
Wonder
they
who
baseball in Germany.
what they would call them.
Yeah, I can't think of
That's
anything clever.
Too easy.
Not anything respectful.
Yeah, I got some ideas, but I'm keeping to myself.
Anyways, these are good nuts though, man. Of course, they've all been good. No, this is a wonderful pairing. This is a. Maybe we should have done it earlier and finished, kind of flip flopped the peanut butter chocolate stout and the brittle. I cannot think of what the brittle was for the longest time.
Oh,
Like
sure.
there's a word I'm trying to think of. What
Stout
is it?
brittle.
Brittle, because that was so sweet and so desserty, and this is just like a nice little summer refreshing afternoon snack.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, this is a really fantastic combo. These sessional nuts are the perfect combination with. This is just a lager? Is that what we have?
Unfiltered German lager,
Just a nice lager. This
right
is a
at
really nice
5.2%. So an
Yeah.
all-day drinker.
All day drinker. Very nice.
5.2. Yeah, it's nice. I could make that work up in the mountains,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's in the
we-
right size can.
Exactly. And it's a can, which also helps in the mountains.
100%.
Pack it in, pack it out.
Pack it in, pack it out. Well, all right. So, Dan, we're going to move on to our rapid fire questions here. So, I'm going to
Yes.
ask you a series of questions.
All right.
You can pass if you want to. I'm going to say that again. If you want to, you can pass. Just say so, okay?
At this point, after all those beers, there's not much I won't say.
It's kind of the goal of this.
Yes. Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna basically I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, probably a lot of them. They're gonna
All right.
come at you real fast.
Let's do it.
Just choose what goes your gut instinct here. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. Big party or small gathering?
Big party.
Big party. Swimming or sunbathing?
With my pigment, swimming. Or lack thereof.
You're okay. No worries. That happens. Phone calls or text messages?
I hate text messages. I'm old.
It's okay. You know what? I'm agreeing with you. I like phone calls much better. You're the first person to say phone calls.
It takes a long time to text someone back.
Hundo. All right. Naps or workouts?
Mountain biking.
It's kind of, there you go. All right. Option C. I like what you did there.
It's a workout.
Preferred streaming service. So Netflix, Hulu, the Amazon Prime.
Netflix.
There you go. All right. Marvel or DC?
I like Marvel. They've got a lot of history.
Okay.
They both do, but I like Marvel.
I like them. I get it. Favorite character?
There's so many.
Fair.
I mean, if Superman was Marvel, is he?
He's DC.
Damn it.
Yeah.
How about Mighty Mouse?
There
Not
you go.
really bad. No, I like them all.
Fantastic. No worries. I was just curious. Do you like cornhole or ladder ball when it comes to your lawn games?
I like cornhole. Although I was in Minnesota last week and I did pretty damn well on ladder ball.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit or miss for me. I'm more of a cornhole guy, but all right. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. Do you like board games or video games?
Board games.
All right. Do you like the 80s or the 90s better?
The era or just the music or what?
Yeah, just the era, like the music, the culture, the thoughts and ideas that were coming out of it.
Oh God, that's a
Art.
hard one. The '80s, hair bands threw me off. I had to go to outlaw country, and disco was bad. But I'll go with the '90s. I think
90s, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Do you like ski or snowboard?
backcountry ski,
Backcountry ski, very nice. Beach or mountains?
mountains,
Mountains.
and beach afterwards.
Maybe there's a nice caldera at the top of a mountain. Everybody
Yeah.
wins, right? No worries. Do you like camping or amusement parks?
Camping.
Nice. Pancakes or waffles, sir?
Pancakes with blueberries, or huckleberries if you got them.
If you got
man.
it, there you go. I like it.
I'm a sucker for
And
blueberries
by the
in my
way, and
breakfast.
real maple syrup because I worked in a sugar bush when I was a kid.
So you know
I know.
what it means. I get it.
I've got some good syrup at my store. It's amazing from Michigan.
Can you buy syrup at your store?
Yes, my friend makes it
There you
from
go.
high school. Yeah,
Get
it's
on down
damn
to the
good.
nut shop. Do you like to dress up or dress down?
Look at me.
Ah, Dan, you're the best.
Oh, that's great.
So when there's music playing, do you like to dance along or do you just like to listen?
I'm a lyrics guy. I'm an Americana kind of guy. I love acoustic with lyrics. I've got to have a story in my songs.
Okay. I can appreciate that. I love a
Yeah.
good story myself. This is more of a texture question. Do you like fuzzy or smooth?
I'm a very tactile person. I like whatever I'm touching.
I can appreciate that. Thank you. It's a good touch. Hamburger, pizza, or tacos?
You know, where I grew up, olive burgers are the thing, and nobody in Boise will make one for me. So an olive burger is an important thing for me.
Extrapolate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we're-
go with that. So what you do is you take green olives and pimentos and a little bit of olive juice, chop it up into a chunky mixture in mayonnaise, and you plop about 3/4 of an inch on top of a burger, and you don't need anything else. Just try it.
All right.
You have
Just
my
try it.
attention and my
It has to be
curiosity.
full of green olives.
I will
And
try
it's
it.
a Michigan thing, so it's in the central Michigan. It's a thing, and there's restaurants that feature it. A&W even featured it,
Huh.
and it is an amazing thing.
Learned something new once again today. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to go ninjas or pirates as my final
You know,
Rakio
pirates
question.
are overdone. Ninjas, I think. Yeah, because I like Tokyo a lot.
Awesome.
Excellent. We didn't have it written down, but we typically finish on. Do you have any parting gifts you'd like to share with us? Whether that be, are you doing or watching something that you would encourage other people to do or watch, or even just a bit of life advice you live by?
So I always tell my kids that life is like a hallway, right? You're walking down the hallway and there's all these doors. You stick your head in the door and maybe you're interested and you walk in and check it out. You walk out maybe if it's not right. But don't be afraid to stick your head in the door and go in there and take a look, see what's there. Don't be afraid. You know, I have an unplanned life and it's been wonderful. I love it. You just walk in, check out the door. If it doesn't work, turn around, go out the door. Try another one. Don't channel yourself into some predetermined thing. You can do whatever the hell you want to. Just try it. Don't be afraid.
Words to live by. I like that.
Amazing. What a great bit. Well, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on, especially short notice. Again, shout out to Stacy and Boise Beer Buddies for hooking this up.
Yeah, it's fun.
Go check out City Peanut Shop downtown, 8th and Bannock if you have not. Go get yourself some nuts and next door and get some chocolate. Oh, they are
yeah.
amazing. Where can people find you, either personally or professionally, online? Give us your plugs.
citypeanut.com, or most of the breweries in town have us available, and Talia Wine, Sawtooth Winery, Coiled has some of our stuff. Most of the wineries, Whole Foods Co-op, find us anywhere and take us home and have a damn beer. They're good. These guys brought some good beers on tonight. Do what they did here and replicate it. It's really good.
There we go. Most of this
Thank
you
you.
can get pretty easily, too. We just stopped by Brewers Haven and picked it all up. So I highly recommend it, and then let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Again, check out the shop, drink good beer, support local, come check out the lounge. I think that about does it for us.
I think so. Dan, we thank you so much for being on.
Thank you, and don't forget, go to all your local businesses. Keep them going during the COVID thing.
It's more important than ever, y'all. Drink good beer, be good to each other. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
I've been Vic.
Dan.
Cheers.